Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Lisa Dublin. I'm a health and life coach. And you know what? I help you with confidence. Where do you need confidence in life? That is one of the biggest things that I teach and coach and inspire people to be. And I want to get right into something I want to offer you today. It's a free webinar for my upcoming program, Speak with Confidence. So, this webinar is free and it's happening next week, Sunday, the 24th of March at 5 p.m. MST. You want to get in the room because you will want to learn about all of the benefits of speaking with confidence because there are so many of them. And I've helped lots of professionals and executives to really leverage the power of speaking to be able to accomplish the things that they want to in life. And so I'm inviting you to actually come into the program. The link is here. If you're watching me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, or on YouTube, I just put the link in the chat. And if you are watching me on Instagram, guess what? It's the first link in my bio. So please go sign up to be part of that free webinar. You will not actually regret it. You will definitely be pleasantly surprised. And today we want to talk about speaking confidently and some tips for getting into the room and how you do it. So let me just make sure that you can see me on Instagram here. Let me know if you can see me on Instagram. That would be great. Thank you very much. But I want to talk about, entering a room and what is the best way to do that. So we're talking speaking today. Now, on Sunday, I am so excited because as part of the Speak with Confidence program, when you graduate from the program, you get enrolled in my virtual continuous learning program called the Speaking School. And we are going to be meeting on Sunday, this week Sunday. It's just for the graduates of the program. I've had 7 cohorts before, and so they are going to be meeting in session, and the topic is the art of conversation. And I want to talk a little bit about that today because it's very important even after you do a program, and everybody I think knows that. After you do a program, it's very important that you continue to learn, that you continue, to get better at what you do, basically. And this is what the speaking school is about. So we are going to be talking about how do you enter a room? How do you become that person who is not self conscious when you enter the room, but you are that person who's a connector, a communicator? You don't have to be the life of the party. I'm not the life of the party when I go anywhere, really. I really am not. But I have learned how to make it good for other people, how to make it comfortable to speak to other people and for other people to speak to me. And here's one of the best quotes that I've learned that kind of governs the mentality of the person who enters a room and, is just a joy to be around. This person, Leland Lown, said that there are 2 kinds of people. The one who enters the room saying, "Oh, here I am," and the one who enters the room saying, "There you are." And the question is this morning, who do you want to be? Do you know which is the better one? Is it the person who enters the room, "Oh, here I am, I've arrived"? Or is it the person who enters the room, "Oh, there you are"? Think of it in your mind. When you enter a room in the second mentality, you are not focused on yourself. I'm like, "Oh my goodness, that person is over there. That person is over there. I need to go say hi." I'm not that person. "Oh, I am here. I have arrived. Let everybody come talk to me." And those kinds of people are usually very self conscious. Isn't it true? Self conscious, often they hold back the greetings, the warmth, because they're waiting for other people to come say hi to them, which is not right if you're in a social situation. Like, go make friends. Okay. Now, of course, there are nuances, especially in professional corporate situations where you kind of need to know your place. So if for example, you're in a room with all of the top people and so on, there's a certain way that you work the room to know and defer to people and not wait for people to come up to you because they never can. On the other hand, if you are that person who's the top of the authority and that person who basically is the heavyweight in the room, You can actually set the tone for making it warm and fluid for everybody by not just staying in the circle of sycophants, but going out and meeting people and setting the tone for everybody else in a position of authority to do the same. And so I'm saying this morning, it's actually better to enter the room as in, hey, there you are. I want to come see you. I want to come say hi to you. I want to come know you. When that happens, the nervousness goes down and you just simply become a human, somebody who connects, somebody who's about other people and not just about yourself. And that, my friends, is one of the secrets of great communication and the art of conversation. I'm so excited for this class. And, like, if you join the Speak with Confidence program, you get access to all the past classes that we'll be having from now until you join. And you'll also be in the classes for the classes that are going to happen. You'll also be in the room for the future classes of the speaking school because I really look at this program. And when people come in, the one thing that I know to do is to kind of, what do my students need? And most times when students come into the Speak with Confidence program, they are already speakers. They come to be refined. They come to leverage their speaking skills. They come to learn new things because there's an art to how you do it, how you dress, how you get put things together, how you present yourself, the nuances of your style. We kind of deal with all of that. You won't ever catch a Speak with Confidence graduate saying stuff like, you know what, well, I'm not really familiar with the tech. No, we don't do that. No. Hold on. As just like, sorry. You never get that happening, okay? Sorry. I'm just I was just making sure I was live on Instagram because it's not showing up for some reason. Oh my goodness, you guys. Something's happening here on my page that I don't really like, but it's okay, right? But you won't get no, we deal with the tech, okay? And in the speaking school, one of the topics that I have planned is how to leverage AI as a presenter and as a speaker. We don't teach like going to get your entire speech and the points of it from Chat GPT because part of the authenticity of a speaker is, what do you think about your topic? What do you really want to tell the people after your research and after looking at what is being offered? There has to be something that's particular to you, your opinion that comes from your experience, your points of view, your culture, the way that you see the world. And that is what makes it interesting to be in a room with an authentic speaker. You guys, when I really think about speaking and, just the art of conversation, all of these topics, one of the things that I always go back to is that essence of, we just live in a world where everybody's just trying to riff raff, just trying to kind of take you for a ride. How wonderful is it when somebody takes the time to really do something of quality and to think something through and to present it from that carefulness, that sense of care, that sense of, you know what? I'm not going to be the one that is just discarded. I'm going to give you value. I'm going to teach you something new, a nugget that you can take away because I have been nurturing and thinking about it. That is how I look at speaking, and that is how I encourage all my speakers to be that kind of authentic speaker. We have had, oh my God, I'm getting excited now. We have had speakers come into the program who could talk a good game. Okay, no names mentioned because they're so much better now. You know those people who have the gift of the gab and then there's nothing behind it? Oh my goodness, like you could talk a good game. You could go at 100 miles an hour in what you're saying. And at the end of the day, if somebody really parses what you say, there's not much there. How much better is it when you're able to combine, if you actually have the talent of speaking with a carefulness with content and a carefulness with how you put it together? So some of my best speakers in the program have had to learn to slow down, and they've had to learn to give people the gift of themselves when they speak. It's a big thing in the Speak with Confidence group, that when you present and when you speak, you give people the gift of yourself. You don't just come and just spill all over people. Nobody wants that. Give people the gift of yourself. Take your time with the thing, with the topic, with yourself, with how you put yourself together. So when you get up there, it's pure art and science. Not only are you eye candy, and that's okay, but there's also substance in what you say. And some of my best speakers have just combined those two things, that is art and science, and gone on to really crush it and to really make a name for themselves in their chosen fields. That's what we teach and Speak with Confidence. And so I really want to invite you to this free webinar that I'm having. If you're watching on Instagram, please go to the link in my bio. It's the first one. You should be able to sign up. I put it up. Sign up for the free webinar. Now, some people just simply, if you go on the website, you can actually if you go on my website, you can go straight to the Speak with Confidence website. And some people have just gone there and just signed up. At this point, this is like cohort 8. So I've been doing this for a bit. So some people know what to do, maybe have followed me for a while and are planning, this is the cohort that I'm going to join. And some people have literally just gone and signed up right away. You can do that if you want to. But can I invite you to the webinar so that you can learn a little bit more about the program, get very excited about it, and we can talk about your concerns if you have any, that kind of thing. Okay, so let me see what somebody says. Somebody says, what? John, please continue to pray. Oh my, okay, right. Yes, watching from, yeah, okay, no problem. Okay, no problem, no problem. Somebody just said something. Yeah, no problem. But you can do that as well if you want to. You can just go straight to the website, lisamdublin.com/SWC, and you can just sign up either for a consultation, or you can just sign up to be in the program, because people have begun to sign up. We take a small number because, like, what I've realized with this program, it's really like the aim is to create a bevy and an army of professional speakers in the world. People who speak with fire, people who are not afraid to open their mouths and to let you know their truth in a way that is most palatable, elegant, sophisticated, all of the things. I am especially interested if you are an immigrant, either you are a professional and you're trying to make your way in the workplace, right? Or if you are that entrepreneur who wants to be able to go out and to speak to people about the value that you give in business, but the fear of speaking gets in the way, you need to be in the room. Okay. So if you are that person, you can literally go to lisamdublin.com/SWC and you can just sign up there. Okay. So this is my website right here. Let me just put it up and you can go. So how are you entering a room? And the thing is that I'm going to be on, like, what I decided, part of what I'm going to be doing until Speak with Confidence happens in May, is I'm going to come on here and give value about speaking, because I can't take everybody, obviously. And I'm so concerned about the quality of the program that we keep it small. We keep the program small. Okay. And so because of that, um, there's so much to learn about speaking, about presenting. It doesn't happen overnight. Let me give you one story and I'm going to get out of your head. One of the ways that I got really good at speaking was obviously practice. So here's the thing: you can't learn to public speak unless you public speak. Does that make sense to anybody? Yeah, you actually have to get out there and learn how to do it and practice doing it. So I remember when I was back in high school, true story, and I always give this as an example of somebody who didn't start out like just knowing this, okay? I remember being in the front of my Form 4 classroom. So I was maybe 16, And I went to the St. Joseph's Convent, which is the top school, girls' school in my Caribbean island of St. Lucia. And you know how people who know, they're very critical, especially girls. You know how teenage girls can be. Okay. And so we were coming from different streams, and we entered this classroom because I was in languages. I did French and Spanish. I was in that class. So we all came from the different forms from before. So I didn't know everybody. Whereas I might have been comfortable in the forms lower because I had grown with those people for the last 3 years. When I got to Form 4, I was faced with students who I didn't know, just heard about, whatever, okay? And I had to give, it was a literature class. I love literature. And I had to recite the All the World's a Stage speech from As You Like It, that play by William Shakespeare. What I remember, apart from all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players, they have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his act being 7 stages or ages, whatever. Okay, I know it now. I can recite it with aplomb and with flair. At the time, standing with my book in front of the class, all I remember is I was a mess. I was shaking. My voice cracked. I couldn't look up. I swear that something was falling on me. I don't even know what. I feel like I bombed that speech. I don't know if anybody remembers, and it doesn't really matter because I felt so like I had so let myself down. But a lot of things accounted for the nervousness and the not doing the best that I could. It was unfamiliar. Okay, I was more focused on myself than on giving the people the gift of the As You Like It speech, because it's a wonderful speech that talks about the several stages, according to Shakespeare, that a person goes through in life. And they make sense. You start from infant, then schoolboy, then the lover, then you go all the way back to being an infant in the final stages of your life. Had I been thinking about the wisdom of that speech and what it could have done to people to hear it, albeit 16-year-old girls, then I might have been different. But no, at obviously not knowing the crowd. And that's where a lot of us find ourselves, that you are more focused on how you come across. You're more focused on what people are thinking about you and all of the wrong things when you stand to speak. And the most important thing is to focus on your message. The second most important thing is to get practice. And whereas I might be able to come on here and give so much value about speaking, the proof is in the doing and the evaluating. And that you can only get in the class. So I want to invite you to this program. We're only having one cohort this year because of all the work that I'm going to be putting into the speaking school and making sure when you graduate from the program, it's really an investment that keeps on giving you an ROI, return on that investment for months to come, because every single month after, if you so desire, you can get better. The reason that I think I'm so confident at speaking is because I keep on speaking. And you remember, like I said yesterday, I am that person who is going to create my table if there's not one for me. Doesn't even, it's not even an option anymore. And so this platform of coming and speaking and making it a regular thing is literally my gift to myself as well, to keep on speaking and getting better at it. And I teach my students to do that. So whether you are professional, executive, or entrepreneur, can I invite you to the webinar or to just simply sign up? Okay, maybe I might even have need for that's the second webinar or so on. Let's see what happens, because some spots have been taken, and I'm really just working with a small group of people to get them from where they are to being confident, authentic, execute whatever you have to present, increase your credibility. What else can you do with speaking? Most people who come in start off, that confidence just spills over. Then they end up getting new jobs because now people look at them differently. They are considered the authority in their lane, and people are like, yeah, you can do that. Then you apply for jobs, and then you come back into the speaking school. We are going to be doing classes on how to do an interview, how to dress, how to use your body language, how to, well, not manipulate it, but be aware of it so you can use it to your advantage. All of that will be happening. We teach it in the program, and then it is executed, exercised, and solidified as we do the continuous learning in the speaking school. So, who are you this morning? Are you the person who enters the room? Hey, here I am. Or are you the person who enters a room? Hey, there you are. I do hope that you learn to be that second person, because it means you are in service to humanity. It means that you will not be as self conscious and you can afford to be more confident because you make it all about the other person. Thank you so much for listening. Last thing, if you are listening to me from Edmonton, oh my goodness, I said that I would not forget that. Sani, I hope you're gonna be in the room this time, girl. It's about time, Sani. Let's talk. Let's make it happen. So, if you are in Edmonton, tonight is the night, isn't it? Tonight is the night where the Think meetups, of which I'm a part, and lots and hundreds of other Edmontonians, Black Edmontonians, are now part of this phenomenal group where it's enterprising, it's volunteering, it's all sorts of amazing things happening for the Black community in Edmonton. If that is you, the meetup for the month is happening tonight. It's happening at Kilimanjaro VIP, and it's where you get authentic Swahili cuisine. I'm looking forward to that. I'm a homebody. Anybody who knows me, like, but I'm going tonight. Okay, I'm getting out there, gonna meet my people, make friends. I will be the person who enters. Oh, there you are. Right? Because that's part of how you build community. You can't really do it from not meeting people. You have to go out. Let's go meet God's people, right? So there's also going to be a panel discussion tonight. So if you are Black and in Edmonton, go on Eventbrite, and I think there are still tickets available so that you can sign up and come tonight to meet the rest of the Black or some of the Black community in Edmonton. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's going to be at Kilimanjaro VIP this evening. Make sure you come, okay? That's how we build our network and build our strength as a community. Thank you so much. We are 22 minutes, so it's time to say goodbye. Have a great weekend. What are you doing this weekend? What are you doing? I know what I'll be doing. I have so much to do. I have an interview to do today. Um, then that will be posted on Sunday. I have to record my podcast, which didn't happen last night. My editor and I were just like, okay, you know what? Just leave it for next week. Do a good job, and then come back again next week. Just a couple things to do today. So I hope you have a great weekend, everybody. And if you are in Edmonton and you know you want to come out tonight, Kilimanjaro VIP, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. That's the cue to get on board. See you guys. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.